Today, I'm going to be making a game using only VR. I can't remove the VR goggles at any time while I make this game from scratch. So yeah, let's get started. The instant that I put these things on, I can't take them off anymore for the rest of the time that I'm making the game from start to finish. That's what the challenge is today, ladies and gentlemen. Now also, if you're new to this channel or if you've been here before, I've hosted a new challenge just recently, and it's involving you guys actually editing one of my videos, one of my diss track videos that I made a long time ago, which really didn't end up to be that good, and whoever gets into the top 5 highest rated edited ones who submitted to me using this link down in the description, well, you're gonna end up in a video and you're gonna get $100. And also feel free to subscribe to this channel while you're at it. But for me, I'm gonna get on into this, and the challenge starts now. Let's go. Making the thing over here. Okay, so here we are. I'm not allowed to take off the goggles. First things first is we have to figure out what game we're going to be making. Now I wanted to make a game kind of like simplistic, since this is going to be obviously a challenge. It's going to be kind of hard to make a really big, complicated game. So I'm going to make a simple game. It's going to be very original. It's going to be like when there's a bar underneath your screen, and then you paddle these little imaginary balls around the screen. No one's ever come up with that game before. So we're going to go ahead and set the timer, and the timer is going to start. And we're going to just see how long it takes. Now, the thing is with this, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge to get to the point where I can actually write some code in here. So, first things first is we got to actually figure out what form of code we're going to make this in. Now, I'm going to just use Unity. Unity 2D is really easy to make. We can probably make this in a single day. The first things first is we're just going to specify the fact that it's going to be two-dimensional. The typing is going to be the ridiculous part of this whole situation here. I'm not sure if you can see the keyboard. I think you can. No! Back. Okay. This is working so far. So, two-dimensional. Not 3D, that's for sure. I'm going to be creating this. Oh, nice. I get a nice background in my YouTube channel subscriptions. Okay, so now we're going to go up to assets. We're going to create a script here. This is going to be the first script we're going to make. I'm just going to leave it as blank for the time being because I don't feel like trying to type things. Alright, so maybe the challenge should actually be that I have to use these things. I really don't know. But yeah, this is going to be... No! Oh my god, how am I supposed to do this? It's literally so ridiculous to try to do this, like literally with a virtual freaking keyboard. How about this? You got a demonstration for me? So something like this, as you can see. We'll just go full screen, why don't you? This is kind of what we're aiming for here. Maybe no more than 1,000 lines of code. Even single-digit IQ among us newcomers could probably figure out how to do this. And by the time I get out of this whole thing, my eyes are probably going to be permanently, like, glued to the back of my brain. I'm gonna dream in VR once I'm done with this, because I don't think it's healthy. So yes, I had to end up using my mouse for the most part when I was setting this project up, generally because it's impossible to basically do the very complicated parts when you just have this flying Wii remote in the middle of your face. This should be a just montage of how many mess-ups I do when trying to type things on a keyboard without looking at it. I'm writing out all of these green subtitle type things to basically explain to everyone the way each section is supposed to work. Alright, so it's actually quite simple. So if we just take a look and review all of it, then we can see exactly what the main mechanics of this game is going to be like. Let me just get my pointers out so I can teach you. Class is in session. Sit down. Okay, so first we have the score mechanic. Now this is going to check to see if the score has gone past the player, and if the ball has gone past the player, aka if the ball goes around and you're just too slow to get it because you're a big dumb, well, then it's basically going to count the CPU to have +1 score. With all that being said, all the rest down here is all the mechanics which control the way the ball bounces. I'm gonna go to town with the special effects library on this thing, and then we're just gonna add some music, which is the main component to the game's enjoyment. 1 hour and 26 minutes in. Just got out of the asset store right now, and we're gonna preview this game. But first of all, we need to get the background, and we need to get the sound, and all that nice other stuff that, you know, no one pays attention to. Look around and it's like, man, what is this place? That episode from SpongeBob where it's like he just gets stuck and he's alone and all these words start appearing all over the place. Have I turned in the Squidward already? Green polka dots seems legit because I like the color green. Green's really nice, but this wire's freaking literally like stuck on my... Okay, so I'm thinking about doing something similar to this. Probably something like that. This is probably a good example of something I want. Something like that should do the trick. Place. No! Oh my god, why? What is that? Okay, well, would you look at that? It's the Matrix. There we go. Okay, this is good. This is what I like seeing. 90 degrees. 90.3? Nope. 90.2? 90 point something, rather? There we go. Now put this up in there. Now it actually has to be a special type of format. It needs to be not JPEG, but JPEG stereo, I think, in order to work with this specific two-dimensional game. Now we just need to go ahead and find some music to use. One other thing to note is that the whole background and the GUI of the game was just a template that I got from the Unity asset store, so you can't really give me that much credit, even though I really like how it turned out. So this is the gist of everything that I've added into it. It's pretty basic. Most of it has just been copied and pasted from online sources of C# Pong type things. But I've kind of combined it together with a custom background and now custom music to form my own very original, unique style of game. So we're gonna now basically finish this project by going to build settings and setting it to what it's supposed to be here. My eyeballs don't feel like they're working that well anymore. So I'm gonna wait for this to load and then we're gonna be done pretty much. We're 2 hours and 48 minutes in and 12 seconds on the clock. Not too bad, not too shabby if you ask me. Oh, here we are, made with Unity. Oh, wow, would you look at that? Now this is interesting. The first ever VR Pong ever made. Even though it's completely not VR. I'm just playing a non-VR game in a VR while doing a VR video on making a game in VR. Great. Okay. Not too bad so far. So this guy up here is the CPU, also known as the AI. The robot. And it's gonna get harder. If I get 5 points, which is actually harder to get 5 points than you might think, basically I'm fricked. Cause it will never miss. What? No! What the what? I know how to play my own game. So be quiet. Yeah, see? This is easy. It's easy peasy. This ain't hard. This right controller is distracting me. That's the issue! Okay, that's a problem. This obviously was not meant to work or be compatible with whatever these things are. Yeah, what are you gonna do about that, son? It increases the speed by an exponent of, or an exponent of 0.25. And then once you get past 20 hits, it gets up to 0.33. So basically it gets faster by 0.3% every single time. Or 33%. Oh my god! Oh my god! Dude, you suck. This game's rigged. Oh my god, dude. You know what? That's right. What was that? Excuse me? Ooh, what are you gonna do about that? So basically the thing on top is only meant to move at a certain speed, and it's only really programmed to be able to fail when the ball is going at a certain speed where it just simply can't react in time. 3 hours and 8 minutes is how long it took from start to finish to make this game in VR. I don't know exactly where you are, but I'm gonna be looking at you. Thank you for watching this video. That was actually a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. So if you did enjoy watching this, then I would highly recommend you kindly go down and slightly murder the subscribe button and the like button as well. Don't give it any kind of mercy or anything like that. And I'm Dallas, aka Inferness. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.